What is up, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to spot a fake and a real coin. Okay, guys, so I have some fakes up here at the top. I don't have any graded fakes, but I'll put some pictures up for you of the graded coins that are fake. But we have a bunch of real coins out here to kind of differentiate before or between the two of them. So let's start off here, very first off, with the fake peace dollars, okay? So you're going to notice something about these peace dollars, and I want you guys to comment down below what you think I'm going to say, like how to automatically tell these are fake before I say it. So I'm going to show you guys all three, and then I'm going to tell you. So here's the very first one, right? They're all the same date. 1921's obviously, you know, the key date of the series, basically. Alrighty, now what do you guys think I'm going to say about these? What do you think I'm going to say is the telltale sign that these are all fake? One of them is that they are all incredibly flat, okay? You guys can see, like, obviously there's, like, difference between the face and the field. However, they're pretty flat. You know, there's not really any detail compared to the regular one. You know, here's a 34D that obviously isn't just like, you know, a really nice strike 23 or 22. And, you know, just look at the difference between these. You know, you can see the spikes have a lot more definition. The hair has a lot more definition. The crown, her nose, her eyes, her lips, everything. You know, even the words pop out even more. You know, like on here, the words are pretty much flat. These ones you can see very well that they pop out. Then again, the same thing on the... Oh, almost dropped her. Same thing here on the reverse. You can tell just everything pops out, you know, 10 times more. Not flat, not worn or anything. They're like, hey, Colton, how do I tell between... You know, that's an uncirculated coin. How do I tell if a coin is fake between a circulated coin? You know, it's going to be worn. It's obviously going to be flat. More flat than a uncirculated coin. Okay, let me tell you. One thing about these coins, every single one is the exact same, okay? Every single one is no different than the other. Okay, guys? Every single coin has the exact same marks, luster, everything. No coin is different. So if you're looking at a coin, okay, well, dropped one. If you're looking at a coin, and you'll see the difference between this one and the other ones. These ones have a lot of luster. So, you know, obviously you're like, oh, it's pretty worn. You know, it's not really uncirculated. If it has luster, but it looks circulated and has some wear, that's one of your telltale signs, unless it's like high grade AU. Just kind of look at it. Be like, okay, do three of these coins look the exact same? No, this one has, you know, a die crack right here. This one does not have a die crack right here, right? You know, especially on peace dollars, they have a lot of die cracks. You know, make sure and look for some signs that a coin has some natural wear. Make sure that you look for, you know, discolorations. Make sure you look for different lusters. Make sure you look for, you know, signs that just kind of look that it's real. Obviously, you're going to want it. You can tell a difference in coloration. You can tell a difference in, look at that. That coin is not thick enough at all. The size is obviously going to be either perfect or a little bit off. This one is, I think, honestly, like a little bit too big almost. Just by like the tiniest little bit, so it's pretty hard to tell if you're a new collector. I would say my personal advice to a new collector is just buy a slabbed coin. You know, always buy a slab coin. Always scan the, you know, QR code or, you know, scan this one on the back or RFID it and, you know, confirm that it looks good. Confirm if it has pictures. Confirm they look the same. You know, buying raw when you're just getting into it is, you know, could be a landslide. So this one, obviously, you could just tell. You know, this one, a new collector might think this one is real. You know, an 1898S, you know, that's a little bit of a better date in higher grades. Obviously, this one has a hole in it. So, obviously nobody's going to want to, buy it or anything. But I have a bunch of different Morgans to show you guys here. And you'll see in every single one, just look at like the luster differences. Like this one kind of looks like it's been like scrubbed and cleaned. And, it's pretty flat again. And, this one just has like so much more detail, so much more luster, everything, This, obviously this coin has everything that it needs, right? There's nothing really, like it doesn't, it's not spelled wrong. It's not, missing any details really. Like, if you were just going super duper quickly, you might miss it, right? So how do you tell that this one is fake? Well, again, the same as the peace dollars. Every single fake Morgan dollar is going to look just like this, okay? It's going to have like this like light gray color to it. It's going to look pretty kind of off. It's not going to weigh right. It's going to be kind of light. It's going to sound a little bit different than a regular silver dollar would. Silver kind of has like that noise. And, if you like clank these together, like here, I'll grab a penny for you guys. If you clank them together, you'll hear... Like that doesn't really sound like a silver coin, right? A silver coin would sound more like this, okay? I'm gonna pull out this $50. I don't think I have any raw Morgans right now, but this one is silver and you'll be able to tell the difference. It's an uncirculated coin, so we'll be kind of gentle with it. But, just for science and for teaching you guys, you can just tell right away. Oop. See how it kind of has like that different sound? It's like a little bit lower pitched almost. Definitely not what you want to hear, especially with these peace dollars here. It's kind of a little bit more subtle, so sometimes you, as a newer collector, you might not be able to tell, but then you have coins like this. They're just like terrible fakes. Look like it's uncirculated, right? Full Liberty, full detail, everything is going on, no wear really. But look at this. There's like the reverse has like, that's just basically like the light reflecting off of it. There's no luster whatsoever on the obverse. This is like a cast coin, and it just, it weighs different. It doesn't look right. You kind of just want to like go with your gut and be like, you know what? If it doesn't really look right, if it doesn't feel right, just go with your gut. If you're not feeling it, you can come back always. You can be like, hey, I'm going to think it over and come back tomorrow. A lot of times if you just ask like, hey, would you put that aside for me till tomorrow morning? Most dealers will. And so, look at this coin. You're going to want to just see every single one of these coins has something different about it. All these Morgans have something different about it. Like this one, see, it's like a little bit proof-like, right? Then you go over to this one. This one's AU58, so it's a little bit different. This one's proof-like a little bit on the obverse, and then a little bit on the reverse, but it has like this mark up here. All different. This one's AU58 again. So it's the same grade, different date. This one is like a little bit, PL, but it has like a little bit of film right there. It's a little bit proof-like on the reverse again. But then you see like, oh, it actually has a bunch of marks. Like it's got a little scratch right there. That one's different than the other one. Here we have an 84 MS63. This one, oh, this one's just a white coin, but it has a little scratch right there. It has a little mark right there. It's got a little bit of film on the back. Here's the same date in a little bit of a higher grade. Oh, it has some toning. Every single coin that you look at will be different than the other one. But when you look at these three, they all have the exact same color. They all have the exact same strike. Everything is the exact same. There's nothing really differentiating these between each other. Like even going as far as like the discolorations here on the 21s. It's kind of like going like brownish orange. All of them are the exact same. Every single mark on the reverse is basically like the exact same. You just want to be careful and go with your gut. Trust yourself. Ask around. Ask for a second opinion. Ask for a third opinion. If somebody gets, just, make sure you tell them like, hey, I'm just new to this. I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm just going to ask around and see what other people think. If they get mad at that, after you saying no disrespect, I'm new to this, then that's not somebody that you really want to be dealing with in the first place. So I would honestly just recommend to, go somewhere else if they get, disappointed like that. And yeah, so those are some tips and tricks that I use to differentiate between, fake coins and real coins. I think the number one best tip probably is just to ask around, ask for help. I know, you guys all got to be big, strong, women and men, but just ask around. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with asking. I ask all the time. I see other people ask all the time. I get asked all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. I think probably the biggest takeaway is to just buy slabbed coins if you're just starting out. Buy a graded coin. You want to see these ones with the gold shield. They have pictures of the coins, and that definitely helps. If you look up these numbers right here on PCGS Cert verification, it pulls this coin up, and you kind of just be like, oh, it has the same crescent toning, or oh, it has this little nick underneath her nose right there, that line. Okay, this coin looks the exact same as the pictures, and it says it's a 64, says the date's right, certain number matches up. This coin, 9.9 times out of 10, I would say it's going to be real. Obviously, if it has like the same marks, you can't really fake that. Like, nobody's really going to that extent. All these fakes are coming from overseas where they just make 10,000 of them for, 1 cent and sell them for $3. Obviously, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. If you're trying to get a piece seller that melts, the silver values is $20 and you're buying it off of a website for $4, that's not going to be a real silver dollar. Just use your brain, be smart, be, calm and collected, and think it over. Trust your gut. That's pretty much all I've got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. And yeah, have a good day and goodbye.